Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the Only Fight the Game here. Today I'm bringing you guys the best ground loot in Season 5. Typically, with different seasons it changes, but for this season it's kind of stayed the same since the start. I'll show you guys some gameplay, kind of explain the different weapons that I believe are the best ground loot, and show you guys some gameplay as well. Hope you guys enjoy, and if you guys can, check out ggbracelets.com. They came in both colors I honestly love, pink and purple. There's a bunch of different colors. There's green, there's like rainbow, orange. Check them out. Use my code ZMOLI53 at checkout for 10% off. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Also, I do live stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and typically Sundays. Tuesday, Thursdays are 8 p.m. Eastern, Fridays are 7 p.m. Eastern, and Sundays typically vary. I usually tweet out when I go live. I'll link my Twitter in the description down below as well. Check it out. Hope you guys enjoy the video. So, getting into the video, there's going to be three main weapons that I'm going to talk about later, and those are probably going to be the three best weapons to pick up off the ground. However, I'm going to give you guys some viable weapons to pick up off the ground, but they're not necessarily going to be the best, but they'll still get you kills. Can y'all just get out of here, please? This is my building. I called it from the start. It's my building. Get out of here. So, some of the weapons that I would honestly leave on the ground, unless you just freshly landed, you know there's guys around you, and you need something better than the X16. Those are going to be like the VLK, the ISO variant that comes in out of crates. Sometimes there's like an M13 variant as well. All of those I would pretty much leave on the ground. I mean, they're going to get you kills if the person you're fighting has a pistol, but if the person has anything else, like a Bruin, an Uzi, P90, you're probably not going to win that gunfight, just because they're not super strong weapons. I know with the ISO, it's not bad if you have the 50 round mag on it, but the variant that comes on out of crates is only like a 25 or 30 round mag. So unless you're playing solos and you only really have to worry about one guy, chances are you're going to get screwed with that. But some of the guns that are more viable in Warzone are going to be like the AUG. I wouldn't say it's one of the better weapons, but it's definitely viable. And I know the green one has extended mags as an attachment, so if you do find a green AUG, it's going to be better than the base one. And I know that goes without saying for most weapons, but the gray or green Origin, honestly, like, there really is no difference. Like, I know there's an attachment difference, but for the most part, both of those are deadly up close. Like, I believe it's like a 1 or 2 shot kill. And then, of course, you have everybody running around with the R9 right now with Dragon's Breath. But unfortunately, it's not ground loot, which, thank God, I would probably cry if it was. But for the most part, you're going to have the AUG. That's going to be one of your viable weapons to pick up. You're going to have the P90, which P90 is kind of a pea shooter, but in heat of the moment situation where you're fighting somebody who has, say, a pistol or shotgun, if you're a little bit further where the shotgun can't reach, then P90 is going to get the job done for you. Personally, I used to like the P90, but I feel like it got a silent nerf because it doesn't seem to hit as hard. Maybe that's just me, but like, I don't have any stats for it, but it's just from playing the game every day and what I've found what works. But getting into the best weapons to pick up off the ground, if you can find them, it's going to be the Uzi, whether that be the base Uzi, the green Uzi, or the blue Uzi. Personally, I like the green one the best, just because it does have the 40 round mag, and even with the blue one, like, I'm not a super huge fan of the sight on it, so that's why I tend to stick with the green one, which is the one I have in this gameplay. And the Uzi, it's good for your close combat, unless you run into like a shotgun like the Origin, but it's also good for your medium to long range fights. There's a scene a little bit later where I'm probably 150 meters from somebody, and I'm able to crack their armor with the Uzi, and then instead of reloading, I end up flipping over to my Bruin, which I know I run slower, but with minimal plates and however much health they regenerated, the Bruin was able to, you know, get the job done, which is going to lead me into the Bruin. So typically the Bruin, everybody knows it was the meta for however long, but it did get 2 nerfs, but even with the nerfs, it's still OP and like if you put the right attachments on it, it's going to be nuts in Warzone. But we're talking about ground loot, so we don't get really to pick the attachments. But I used to like the Synthetic Dreams in Season 4 when it had the 60-round mag on it. But with Season 5, they changed it, and now they put a hollow sight on it, and they put a 100-round mag back into it, and it's actually not bad. I've kind of gotten used to using the hollow sight, which I have the blue dot, so it's a little bit different, but for the most part, I like the hollow sight just because it does give you that little bit of zoom in increase, where like a typical red dot, like your GI mini reflex or your Viper reflexes, those have like your standard one-time zoom, where it hasn't been confirmed, but for me, it seems like the hollow sight has like a 1.5 or a 1.25 times zoom, which for me, I like it a little bit better, but it's all kind of personal preference at this point. However, we don't get to choose the attachments, so you're kind of stuck using whatever you get. But the Bruen, the Uzi, and then now the Origin, it doesn't really matter what color the Origin is, whether it's green, gray. I haven't seen a blue one, but green or gray, if you're walking up a flight of stairs and somebody's above you and you run into them and you have an Origin and they have like a P90 or an AUG, fight's looking good in your part. But for the most part, those are going to be the 3 weapons that I would say are the best ground loot. Unless you're somebody who likes to sit back and chill, in which case you'd have the car, whether that's the gray or the green or the blue. But those are going to be your 3. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new video.